Hey y'all, this is Neil with NeilSarap Barbecue, and today we're going to be doing an experimental cook with a 44-ounce Cowboy Ribeye. That's the bone-in ribeye steak where the bone is just a little bit shorter than a tomahawk ribeye, which is a full bone. So I was recently inspired by a cook from Mr. Ninja with Salty Tales channel. He did a comparison cook between pan searing and caveman style cooking. And what I thought was, what if we can combine both somehow? So what I'd like to do is take the elements of a pan sear with butter, clarified butter, fresh rosemary, and fresh garlic, crushed garlic. And with that, as you baste the steak, you're keeping that moisture and keeping those flavors and fusing them into the meat. I just think that's a really good way to go with a steak. It's just delicious. So we're ready to go get cooking, and I hope you enjoy.
Alright, so we're going to get started seasoning up the steak with some tasty Sear Gourmet. And we're going to get this seasoned up on all sides, get a nice coating on it. What we're doing is a dry brine, so we're going to use the salt that's in the seasoning to help extract some of the moisture out of the steak. And we're going to coat this on all sides. I started out with a duck fat binder, and that's just going to help the salt stick a little bit better, help the herbs and seasonings that's in the rub stick better as well. And we're just going to pat that down. We're not going to rub that in. And this, once it's finished, this is going to go into the refrigerator uncovered on this sheet pan with the cooling rack, and that will help keep it up off of the pan to allow the air to circulate around to help dry the steak out a little bit more and remove as much moisture as we can.
Alright, so it's been about 20 hours or so, and as you can see, we've taken some of the moisture out, and what we're going to do now is put it on the green egg with some hickory and smoke this until it reaches an internal temperature of about 110-115 degrees. Alright, so we've got our green egg pre-lit, and we've got some hickory smoke going on. We're going to take our steak and put this right on the middle. And then we're going to get our temperature probe. Get that measured out so it's about right in the middle and more closer to the bone. Right about there. And we're going to be able to monitor our temperature throughout the cook, and we're going to let this thing get going. Alright, so while we're waiting on the steak to come up to temperature before we take it off to sear it, we're going to use some clarified butter. This is ghee, they call it as well, and it's butter that's taken the milk fats out of. So it's normally either in a solid or at a certain temperature it will come to room temperature. So what you're going to want to do is take a couple tablespoons and add that to our pot. And then we're going to get our stove turned on to just a simmer temperature. We're going to add our rosemary. Then we have a couple of cloves of garlic. We're going to get those smashed up. and add that to our pot.
We're cooking this down at a medium heat, and it's just extracting all of the flavor, all of the aromatics out of the rosemary and garlic. It's just smelling amazing right now. Okay, so anytime you're dealing with this much fire, you really need to be extra careful when you're opening up your lid. When you have this much fire and you close the lid down, it starves the oxygen out. You're going to be left with a lot of unburnt vapor, and that vapor will flash on you like that, and you can certainly lose some eyebrows real quick.
Alright, let's get this thing cut up. Alright, it's time to dig in. This is looking totally awesome. I'm going to go ahead and peel off a little slice here, and this is just absolutely perfect. This is a phenomenal cook. It's absolutely spot on. It smells great. It looks great. It's got a great sear on it. It's wow. It has everything, all of the elements I'm looking for. I can't, yeah, it has the charcoal, it has the rosemary, the butter, the garlic, the tasty Sear Gourmet, it's all there. It has the right amount of salt. I did kick it with a little bit of smoked sea salt, some Malden smoked sea salt at the end. It's very thick cut of meat, so it's going to take a little bit extra salt on that. And yeah, I can't be happier. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. This is what I love to do. If you'd like to see more videos, click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next video.